Hi, didn't see you there. I have two questions. A, why are you in my house? And B, want to hear about the writing in a series with a bunch of furries in it? Well, since you literally can't escape the void that is this video, let's talk about the funny hedgehog man's writing. Hey guys, you want to hear a fun fact about me? I once shoved a cactus up my Also, I kinda like this blue rat. I could make an entire video of all the reasons why I have an unhealthy obsession with this guy. But I want to talk about the writing, because I feel like it's not appreciated enough by the masses. So allow me to rant and rave about writing in Sonic. Sonic stories can be a ride. What started out as an environmentalism message in Sonic 1, 2, and CD, Sonic 3 was the real start to when the writing got really good. I often feel as people underestimate the stories of the classic games, because if you looked beyond the surface, they have themes of nature versus technology, corporations versus individuals, and some characters with actual backgrounds and personalities. Knuckles is a great example of this. You see, Knuckles is the last of the echidna species. He also has to stay on Angel Island for basically his entire life to watch over the mystical Master Emerald to not have it fall into the wrong hands. Because of this, he is very easy to manipulate and is introverted. Because of this, Robotnik manipulated Knuckles into being an enemy of Sonic, and for the rest of the game, he just kinda messes with you until the end of the game. After you beat Knuckles, he realizes that Robotnik is stealing the Master Emerald. After he gets the crap taste out of him, he has a change of heart and decides to help Sonic. This was still in the classics, so these quote-unquote games with non-existing stories in them had a full character arc in them. These great characters were expanded in the Adventure era. Shadow is kind of a controversial character. Most people don't see him beyond an edgelord, but he is so much more. Shadow's past is a dark one to say the least. Created on the floating space station that is the Space Colony Ark, he was meant to be the ultimate life form, the savior of humanity. After a failed prototype, Gerald Robotnik had an alliance with the Black Arms, a race of aliens with advanced technology, who helped Gerald create Shadow. Shadow soon befriended Gerald's granddaughter, Maria, and lived happily with her on the Space Colony Ark. But that joy wouldn't last, as Gunn, a government force in the series, didn't want anyone finding about Shadow. So they did the logical thing, had a nice little chat with them, just talked out their problems, and also murdered everyone on board, including Maria. Shadow was then placed in the maximum security for 50 years. That's gotta hurt, like a little bit. Until Eggman released him, Shadow would soon become a hero, realizing that hating humanity wasn't what Maria would have wanted. So, as I gave this entire spiel about this one character's backstory, I think you can gather what makes this series writing special. It's because they bother with making three-dimensional characters with defined backstories and personalities. This set of characters is what makes this writing special. These characters can make a story that sounds completely ridiculous on paper amazing. For example, Sonic and the Black Knight, a game about Sonic going to medieval times to fight King Arthur. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But Sonic's personality makes the story great. Here's a great character moment that makes me see Sonic as better than your average Mario or Crash. Merlina, who's been Sonic's friend for this entire game, turns on him to make sure that the world will never end, as she doesn't want to lose everybody she loves. After Sonic transforms into Excalibur Sonic, which has a really good design, please Sega, bring him back outside of like a mobile game, please, love you, and defeats Merlina, Sonic gives her some words of advice. He says that every world must come to an end, and that's why you have to live life to the fullest before it's too late. This scene perfectly showcases why Sonic is my favorite mascot. He has his own set of morals and ideologies. He feels more like a person. I could ramble on for days, but I encourage you to look into any set of Sonic characters, and you could see some great things. Characters in Death is a YouTube channel that I recommend you checking out, as it has plenty of videos about Sonic characters. This wouldn't be a Sonic video if I didn't complain about Sonic. Sonic writing has been in a downward spiral in recent years. After Sonic team's been listening to the out-of-touch game journalists instead of the people who actually like the games. So as a result of this incredibly stupid argument that Sonic shouldn't have serious moments by the game journalists, they toned down the writing and the characters. Knuckles is now a stupid meathead with anger issues, instead of an stoic, introverted hero. Shadow is now an egotistical edgelord who hates friendship instead of a cocky, yet serious hero with a group of friends he cares about. Sonic is now a one-note jokester who doesn't take anything seriously and doesn't go beyond balding me nose hair, instead of the rebellious hero with his own set of morals and about living life to the fullest. The writing was like this for an entire decade, but this isn't the end. With things such as the IDW comics, revitalizing the adventure era stories that people love, and giving life to most of the characters, except for Shadow, because Sega, they hate fun. Why be a good business when you can just make people hate you more? Well, aside from that, the IDW comics are pretty good, and I recommend if you check them out if you get the time. And with things such as the Sonic Movie 2 seeming to have fixed Knuckles, leaks about Sonic Frontiers story details being written by the one and only Ian Flynn, I think that Sonic writing is gonna get better pretty soon. Hi, hopefully that chair I tied you to was comfortable as I talk about this blue boy. I love the series and wanted to start this channel off with discussing one of my favorite aspects of one of my favorite series. Hopefully you liked this video. I plan on making more videos in the future, so feel free to subscribe and not miss those. See ya, you people that probably aren't bricks. But only probably.